Welcome to Hangman News with celebrities and with me. So we are going to get into this news day. I'm just going to go over a few stories that I think or thought was interesting when I was going over some things, and we will get into just kind of a banter with the news. Nothing too serious. It's just something fun to do and something to add since I do celebrity readings already. Make sure you hit subscribe so you can check that out. Also, go to YouTube, Hangman Tarot. Go check out all the playlists there. And other than that, we are going to get started with the news today. First and foremost, I want to do a nice remembrance for Loretta Lynn. So rest in peace to her. She did pass away, unfortunately, today, but fortunately, it was peacefully. So thank God. Oh, I was like, what? Oh my God. This song literally just started playing. I'm going to get demonetized if I keep playing it. But that's not the point. The point is that was kind of scary. Okay. I was saying rest in peace, Loretta Lynn, yada, yada. And then that song just turned on. So, okay. So, anyway, rest in peace to her. She did Coal Miner's Daughter. It's pretty popular. It's pretty known. Other than that, let's get into the rest of this news day. Let's get into what else is going on here. I kind of would like to start with a lot of things, actually. There's a ton of things here today to talk about, but we're going to start off with Riri. So we're going to get into Rihanna's up to the big day and even offering a tiny hint of who may join her on stage. So that's super exciting. And we get to kind of really look forward to that upcoming in February. Isn't that when that is? I don't even know. I don't really watch football, but I just, whatever. Rihanna's like one of my daughter's favorite singers. I do enjoy her music too. But anyway, I did think that this was interesting that she was jumping back on the stage and it's going to be at Super Bowl. So Riri was seen shopping at Bristol Farms Tuesday in LA. And of course, we had to ask about the big game day. So everyone was kind of wondering what was going on as far as, is she feeling nervous for the performance? And is she excited to actually get back on the stage? So she then, I guess the conversation went into her kind of joining into a song or two. So, I mean, who knows? But according to TMZ though, they broke this story and they were telling everybody that there's like a roster and it's full of 50 possible names. So there's 50 possible names, and that's basically anyone that she could collab with in that was in the past, that could be in the future, who knows. So while she's not actually offering up any of the information. She got pressed about the possibilities of longtime boyfriend, baby daddy, ASAP Rocky coming up on the stage with her and joining forces. And she shrugged and finally did say that her halftime show will make her big comeback to music. It's been 6 years since she last released an album when she dropped Anti in 2016. No shocker, but she does look really good. She's looking very, very good. Grocery shopping is rarely, I guess, glamorous or beautiful or looking good, but it definitely did. And that, she passed the test, but that's exciting that she's getting back on stage. I'm super stoked for her and I'm super happy about her baby. She has a brand new baby. She's got that baby daddy. Okay. Next up, let's talk about chess. So I don't play chess. I don't know if anybody else feels this way about chess. I have no clue what the hell's going on when it comes to a chessboard or chess game. My brother used to play it. I used to watch him, and he told me that I was a checkers girl. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that it doesn't mean a good amount of anything. So U.S. chess grandmaster who is 19, accused of what? Using, oh, no. Okay, I cannot say this, I don't think, on YouTube. He was accused of using beads on the inside of his rear. I don't know how else to say that. To beat the world champion Magnus Carlsen, likely created, and he actually cheated more than 100 times to win cash online games by using a second screen. So a 72-page report from chess.com found that chess prodigy Hans Niemann, 19, cheated over 100 times during his career on the platform. And we're talking about chess, okay? With the whole like putting It's a beaded necklace up the booty. Okay. So he's been putting up a beaded necklace so that he could cheat. And then, so his coach will like buzz what? This doesn't make any sense. This is just crazy. I don't know if this is a real thing. I don't understand this. Okay. I get it. It's super fucking smart. Actually, if you really break it down. The report was also finding that he confessed to cheating after the platform had actually already banned him. So the report comes as the world #1 chess champion Magnus Carlsen, 31, suggested that Nyman was cheating in over-the-board matches. So following the cheating accusations, rumors began to swirl that Nyman had been using vibrating beads up the booty, to communicate with his coach during chess play. So he denies the accusations. I mean, most gentlemen would. I'm just going to say, I mean, it's no hate to anybody or booty beads or anything like that. So saying that he cheated, he said, I've only cheated twice in my life, at the age of 12 and the age of 16, and both infractions were some of the greatest regrets of my life. And the report focused only on Nyman's online play and did not comment on the integrity of his the board in-person play. So outside his online play, Hans is the fastest rising top player in classical over-the-board chess in modern history. The report read, look purely at the rating. Hans should be classified as a member of this group to top young members and players. So while we doubt that Hans is a talented player now, we note that the results are statistic. Nyman has yet to comment on the report's actual findings. So, okay. I mean, I don't really know that, because that's a thing. Those are things. Those are all things. I don't know if this is real. This is insane. It is according to TMZ.com. So you can go check out the article if you want to know a little bit more about a beaded necklace and chess. I got to get into the rest of this. So we're going to find out a little bit more with our news. So this is celebrity news, or just news that I find interesting. So unfortunately, you've landed on my channel. And on my channel, we talk about weird shit mostly. So I want to get into the next article that I read, and it was about Velma off of Scooby-Doo. Okay, I was Velma for Halloween one year. The reason I was Velma is because I find her more attractive. If I were to look at a woman attractively, I don't play that way, but I find certain women attractive, and that would be the type of woman that I would find attractive, because she reads. She's really fucking smart. And I don't know, she's sassy. She's a little sassy. She wears glasses too. I mean, whatever. Anyway, so let's talk about Velma and like any speculation of her sexuality, okay? After decades of speculation surrounding her sexual preference, Scooby-Doo's Velma Dinkley has finally been confirmed as a lesbian in the latest animated film Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. Clips from the new flick show Velma crushing on a new female love interest named Coco. The movie comes 2 years after James Gunn, who penned the live-action Scooby-Doo films, revealed he wrote Velma as a gay. I mean, he wrote her in as a gay individual. And before it was watered down by the studio, watered down. Why would you have to water that down? That makes it way more fucking interesting. I think it does. It makes sense, though. If you think back to some of the episodes, it would make sense. Maybe. This is revealed when he wrote Velma into any of the scenes or in the film, bottom line. It was watered down by the studio and ultimately removed completely. So Velma is shown as becoming instantly infatuated by Coco when she first meets the glamorous woman. In the clip, Velma stops in her tracks at the sight of Coco before blushing. And as promised, here are your Scooby snacks. She begins before the sight of Coco catches her off guard. And in another clip, Velma fawns over Coco and is unable to hide her infatuation after Coco rests her hand on her shoulder profusely. So I'm sure that Coco made some brilliant observations. Velma raves before Coco gently places her hand on her shoulder, prompting the turtleneck-clad detective to melt. What? The cute one's right, Coco said. Esteban, show them my brilliant observations. Velma's sexual preference is finally becoming a delight that fans all across Twitter, after decades of speculation, the character was indeed a lesbian. Oh my God. She was a lesbian the entire time. I really feel like this is not a big deal anymore. But then, yeah, like when they were making this cartoon or this film or whatever, yes, it was a big deal at the time. But like everybody is kind of like, I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I really don't. If you're into a woman, you're into a woman. Move on. Velma, more power to you. I hope that you are happy with Coco. Let's get into the next little bit that I got. I did find that Tom Brady and Gisele, they are hunting for divorce lawyers, and they have actually the whole situation runs deeper than it has been reported, apparently. And this is according, as of today, October 4th. It's been in the works for weeks. And as things stand now, the marriage is beyond saving. TMZ Sports is actually the reference for this. So 45-year-old Brady and 42-year-old Bunchen tied the knot in February 2009, and they do share 2 children, 12-year-old Benjamin, 9-year-old Vivian. Tom has a third child, 15-year-old Jack, with ex Bridget. With Bridget, name I don't know. Tom and Gisele are said to have solid prenup in place. We've reached out to the reps for Tom and Gisele so far. No word has been put back at it. The sources are saying that if the divorce documents are filed, which seems like certainly they are at this point, it will happen in Florida. So according to Page 6, the attorneys have been hired, and neither Tom or Gisele have publicly addressed the reported issues, but the former supermodel has noticeably been absent from all 4 Bucks games this season. They're reportedly living in separate homes. That's usually what we do when we get divorced. That's just whatever. Okay, so cool. They're getting divorced. Wonderful. I thought it was kind of interesting only because they're not really in the news that often. So, and she's gorgeous and he's gorgeous, and why not go over that? I am going to go over another divorced couple also, but this one is well more known. They're way more popular than Tom and Bunchen. This is going to be all about Angelina and Brad Pitt. And of course, we all know who that is. And if you don't, I just don't know why you're here. Angelina is claiming that she was forced to sell her interest in the Chateau, a winery they own, because of the divorce. They are currently in a legal dispute over whether she had a right to sell her interest to a third party or without Brad's approval, apparently. So the sources that are close to Brad, they're adamant that he never choked any of their children. Is this real? Who? What? Who said this shit? Who said Brad Pitt choked his children? That's what I want to know. I want to know that right now, people. So if you know of any of this story, please leave it in the comment or get a hold of me in my social media, because I don't know anybody who's talking about choking anybody's kids. This is out of control. Okay. He never choked any of the kids. And this is adamant. And there is a deny of claims that he lunged at the kids as well. Did he lunge in a playful way, or did he lunge at like, I'm going to a kill lunge, like I'm going to attack? Like, this is absurd. I've never even heard this. I'm sorry. I am a Brad Pitt fan. I do love Angelina Jolie. I think she's gorgeous, but, wow. Okay, so the sources say Brad took responsibility for his actions years ago. He did take responsibility, but did not commit the newly surfaced allegations. What? He didn't comment on it either. Okay, so Brad's sources say that it's sad. Angelina Jolie continues to rehash the same claims over and over again. Well, I mean, if that's what happened, that's what happened, right? If that's the story, she's sticking to it because that's her experience and that's what happened. And he admitted to it and blah, blah, blah. So why would she go back on it? Like, it's not reliving it. It's just, whatever her experience was, she's telling it. Why is it that people say that shit? Like, you can't just say like, oh, it happened years ago. It still happened if it happened. Okay. The sources say that he did take responsibility, blah, blah, blah. But she continues to, again, rehash some of the claims and adding inaccurate information for attention. It hurts the family. What's more, is reported before, multiple law enforcement agencies investigating the plane incident decided not to press charges against Pitt. And he was rewarded 50-50 custody of the kids in the trial. Angelina Jolie is rehashing her infamous plane fight with Brad Pitt in their wine dispute. And as reported, I guess Angelina claimed Brad Pitt got physical with one of the kids on her private jet back in 2016. She said something actually triggered. That's what really triggered the whole situation, the whole divorce. It's all kind of based on that. And she repeated the allegations recently that she filed a lawsuit against the FBI to release the file on the plane incident. So then she has her proof or whatever, I guess. So as for the claims, though, however, Angelina's details again what she says happened on the jet, but this time she said Brad got physical with two of the kids, not just one now. So it's two. She says Brad choked one of the kids and struck another in the face. Like, was this happening all at one time? I feel like it was just one big brawl, probably. At this point, I don't even know what to think. I'm sorry. There's nothing funny about this. Nothing. What's funny to me is just thinking about Brad Pitt, running around acting like an animal with the children. I watched him in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I get that type of situation, but this is just so bizarre to me. So anyway, he denied the claim. She also says that Brad poured beer on her. Come on. Beer and red wine on the kids. Well, I'll be. So, is this all in one sitting? I mean, I don't. And there's more, she said. She says by 2019, she did not want to be in an alcohol-related business with Brad Pitt, given his past alcohol problems. I feel like she should have thought of that before she committed to a winery. That's just my thoughts. I don't know what to say about that article. I'm really upset about that. I don't know what to say. That's really uncomfortable, okay? I just can't. It's not funny. Abuse is not funny. Attacking children or choking or whatever. None of this is funny. But what's funny is that it's Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. So I just keep thinking how bizarre it sounds. I just haven't read anything about what's going on, apparently. So that's what's going on with them. That's the story on the jet, apparently. Okay, let's get into our next one. I think that's it. Okay, good. Thank God. So yes. By the way, this will be coming out every day. It'll get better and better. I'm just starting it. It's probably very rough right now, but hopefully eventually I'll get a little bit better and better at reporting news that I should probably already be aware of. I think it's kind of funny though, feeling the reaction even to the situation. I'm just like, this is not happening right now. But I guess, again, whatever. To each his own. If you like it, you can hang out and watch it. Otherwise, you can tune out. So other than that, I'll be back with a couple ghosted readings. So don't miss out on that. Make sure that you check out Hanged Man Tarot on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Social media wise, I have it. So go check it out. And I'm Jordan. If you have not met me, I am Hanged Man Tarot. I will talk to you all again tomorrow. I know it may be too soon.